Looks like we got a one-handed review today. Ladies and gentlemen, what if I told you we weren't looking at a BACHMANN, HORNBY, RAPIDO, any of those big 00 scale brand engines today? We're not looking at anything like that. No, the model we're taking a look at today is actually a bit more special, and that would be this, the Kerr Stuart Victory model by Planet Industrials. And I guess this is so cool to me for honestly a couple of reasons. One, Planet Industrials itself. Now, technically, this is the first actual full working locomotive they've ever produced. They do produce, I think, at this point, a couple wagons and several locomotive kits, but this is their first ready-to-go locomotive, and it's a banger one too. As I said before, this is a Kerr Stuart Victory model, and just alone, those are awesome engines, but we'll get more into the lore of those things once we have this thing open. And honestly, it's because we've never really seen anything like this from Planet Industrials that I'm so curious about it. It's a good basis. It's, I mean, from everything I've seen, a good model. And I guess let's talk about the box. Is it a good box? It's decent, I guess. So on the front, you have a pretty nice illustration of the engine itself. And I'm pretty sure, oh, it's not the most accurate in size, but it's not too far off. Here we have the PI for Planet Industrials. This lets you know that it's a Kerr Stuart, and let's see here. The top is just another Planet Industrials logo with a link to their website. Absolutely nothing on the back besides that letting me know it's quality controlled. Thanks, I think I got this from Rails of Sheffield. Thanks for that, guys. And let's see, the sides are, yeah, pretty much the same. I guess this one just spoiled which one we're taking a look at today, but yeah, this one on the other side is the same as the top. So really nothing special. I won't get too hung up on not being able to see the locomotive, since that is something, I'm pretty sure if you've seen any of my other reviews, you know that's something I appreciate. But again, this is their first actual model. I'm not going to dock too many points for something as simple as the box. And truth be told, I do kind of like this caution or hazard stripes they have going on this side. That's kind of cool. That's a nice addition. It kind of helps to make this thing pop. But yeah, like I said, let's not get too harped up on this box. Let's take a look at the locomotive. Now, as we can see here, this thing is packed very well. We've got the, let's see if I can get it out of here. Okay, so as we can see here, we have the top or outermost protective plastic layer, which is removed like so. And oh, okay, looks like right here we have some, I think this is the accessory bag. We'll get into that once the engine's out. What is this? Oh, okay, we've got some little Planet Industrial etched plates, and yeah, it seems like the locomotive itself is just coated with this styrofoam, or the box is. And I mean, you could take that out if you wanted to. I think I'm gonna leave it for protection. Remember, always use protection, kids. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so here is the Planet Industrials Kerr Stuart model. Now, I have to say, just right off the bat, I'm pretty blown away for a couple of reasons. One, this thing is very heavy. I'm not sure if I can convey that through the video, but this thing has a lot of bulk to it, and that can be attributed to the overall build of this thing. If you look at the prototypes or test samples, they were heavily made of die-cast, and it seems the final production is no different. So I'm assuming this thing will not only run pretty smoothly, but probably has quite a bit of pulling power too. And the more we look at it, you know, I got the simpler, just plain black variant, but just for getting that, there is still so much detail present. There is a lot of rivet detail all over the smoke box. I'm pretty sure these side tanks are plastic, but I mean, they're still just as detailed. The filler caps look nice. We've got some separately fitted handrails here on the front, a painted whistle and safety valve, a lot of detail here on the inside. I'm not sure if you can actually see that on this one. They even painted the back of the cab a light tan. I mean, this is just a banger model. And I'm sorry I can't really hold or maneuver it too well to show you guys like I normally can, but I'll hopefully get some videos on the screen to show it off a little bit better. I mean, as we can see here, that running gear looks phenomenal. This thing just is a very nice build. Now, oddly, there is no coal in the bunker area, as you can see there, but that shouldn't be too hard of a fix. We've got some little lamp hooks here on the back and lamp irons on the front. Now, you may notice these little indentions here on the front, and that is for these things here. Now, you can add these toolboxes of, well, really any style you want. Oh, if I can actually get them on camera. These toolboxes of any style you want, and those will go directly on the front. And I'm pretty sure I'll do that, but I guess I'll go ahead and get into that too. I don't know what I'm doing with this thing. I just really like it as a model. Truth be told, I just really like the Victory class of locomotives. If you did want to make it a Thomas AU, which, you know, maybe I've dabbled in a little bit, you really wouldn't have to change much, and it has a Thomas look to it. But I mean, honestly, it is a little bit big. It could be anything at this point. It may end up a random background Sodor character, a Day Out with Thomas locomotive. I know some of you guys were really hyped when I brought that one up. Hell, I even had a friend recommend making this Stanley, so we will see. There's still time. Now, the front and back buffer beams have a lot of detail as well, but I do have to say this little finish here on the front is a bit off. Yeah, I do think they could have done a little bit better for the price of this thing, and I don't remember what exactly that was, so it's just gonna flash on screen right now, I guess. But to be fair, it does have sprung buffers, and we are looking at metal hooks on either side. But if you do want to add links or anything like that, you're gonna have to do that yourself. You know, oddly, it almost looks like it could have a smoke function. If you look inside of the funnel, it looks like there's a liquid or something in there, but there's not. This sadly does not smoke, even though it totally looks like it should and feels like there's maybe 4 or 5 smoke units inside of it. Let's see, I wonder if I can get into that cab detail. This thing is just so phenomenally made. It has such a good weight to it. It's got so much detail, as you can see from hopefully this little turnaround. I'm sorry, my hand being out of this just sucks. I mean, truth be told, this is just a really nice engine, and if you model in 00 scale, or maybe just like industrial locomotives, this is something to consider. This is just really nice, and also has me very excited for what Planet Industrials has planned for the future. I'm pretty sure they're continuing this range of already made 00 scale models, but again, if you are interested in their other products, these guys make quite a few kits, and though I've never built one myself, from everything I've read, they're not too bad, so definitely check them out. I'm gonna be keeping a close eye on this company from now on, especially after this. And you know what, since we forgot about it, what the hell is this etching? What does that say? What is this? You know, I don't think that actually says anything. I just think it's a mock builder's plate, but that's cool, I guess. We have that too. Awesome. So basically, you're paying for a just fucking tank of a locomotive. This thing is, again, super heavy, probably has a very nice loading capacity, can pull whatever wagon I throw at it. And I'm pretty sure I read on the website these things can negotiate very tight curves, so that's also something to appreciate about this thing. You also get quite a few little details you can add onto the engine for personalization. My bad, my throat hurts, cope. Yeah, I mean, this thing, I'm pretty sure, and again, I could be wrong, I'll put it on screen if I am, but I'm pretty sure this is, or was, about $160 after shipping and getting it over here. It was worth it, I have to say. This is a model that I do not regret buying in any capacity. It's got plenty of detail. Whatever it does end up will be a fun project, and I am very excited to get this on the train track. So I'm just going to take some extra videos for this part and get to that train track. So why are you standing there? Come on, let's go. Hurry it up. Come on, don't make me wait anymore. All right, so while we take a look at this thing running, let's also get into a bit of a history lesson about the Victory class itself, since I do think they are pretty interesting locomotives. Now, as I'm sure you can already tell, the Kerr Stuart Victory locomotive is a type of 060 tank engine, built in 1917 for the Inland Waterways and Docks Department. 10 of the Victory class locomotives were made, with all 10 being built to mainline standards, basically being sold at the end of World War I by the ROD to many different buyers and ports, including the Newport and South Wales Docks Railway, as well as several others, including private collieries and stuff like that. 3 of the engines would end up being inherited by the GWR. I believe 7 of the engines ended up in service with the National Coal Board, with the last example being scrapped in 1969. So sadly, none of this class actually survives to today. I mean, that's not stopping me from having it on my railway though, and don't let it stop you either. Now again, I'm still not sure what exactly this guy will become. He could be Thomas, he could be Stanley, he could be really anything. He could be a nameless character for all I know. What I do know is if you want to see it first or early or maybe weigh in on the decision, be sure to check out my Patreon, since I'll hopefully be updating the entire project there with every step. But enough about that. Let's get back into seeing this guy run. And ow, I shouldn't have done that. That was a dumb idea.
Either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.
Go.